fucking shit. Hey y'all, it's Timothy. I just got back inside. I'm already having heart pains. I have a sudden, random, extremely intense gash on my leg that will suddenly scar, and I have no idea how I got it. I had to wipe piss off my legs a second ago because I don't know why your bladder just unlocks when you put your fucking key in the door, and I had to wash myself off, and I just got home. The good thing about when I do go out of town to have my little mini getaway with the lovely individual who I have my little getaway with is that it gives me time to remember how it feels to be normal, to have the sun on my skin, to feel fresh air, to not step in human feces every motherfucking 6 feet. You know, being able to have a shower that doesn't have mold in it and doesn't get cold under 10 minutes and also can fucking have consistent water pressure. And to have a walkable floor and a healthy, functional kitchen in a non-mildew covered place. I'm really fucking pissed about this scar on my leg. Like, I don't know if I can show it. Yeah, you see, like, where the fuck did that come from? It's not bleeding, but it's like one of those scratches. It's like, how the fuck did I get that? I don't know. And I had to lug in my 2 heavy bags into my place by myself. So I'm a little miserable right now. Give me a second. I had an objectively good time. Like yesterday afternoon, I went to my, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday afternoon. I went to my ex-boyfriend Liam's house, and it was nice. We watched that TV show, The Creep Tapes. If you haven't seen it, if you have an HBO account or Prime or Shudder, then go watch it. I forget which one of those platforms you can watch it for free, but I know that at least one of those platforms you can get the first episode for free. The first episode was so amazing, I was screaming at my TV, yelling in joy from how fucking good it was. Then after that, we watched some more episodes of Hunter x Hunter. We were at the confusing arc in that anime where it's like the Greed Island part. I'm not saying it's not interesting. I'm just saying I don't fucking get it. Maybe some episodes will have to be rewatched on my own time, but Jesus Christ. I also finally got my ex-boyfriend Liam to play this cool game called Sifu with me. I had been trying to get him to play with me for months, but he was like, no, it's gonna be hard. It's such a hard game. It doesn't look fun. Just for us to play it last night, and he was like, holy shit, this game's been lit as fuck this whole time. I should have played it. Damn. And I was like, yeah, I bet you wish you played it sooner all those times I asked you to, huh? And he was like, no, that's not. And I said, yeah, you didn't want to play it for ages. I would bring it up, you would say, no, it'll take too long to download, it'll be hard. Just for him to realize, oh shit, it's not just set immediately at like Dark Souls level ass whooping hard, even though he likes every single Dark Souls based game there is in existence, but whatever. Once he found out there was an easy mode and that even someone like me could play that game and that it actually was really fucking cool with well designed fight scenes and a really interesting plot and all that, he had a blast. But we had a nice time. We played that game Sifu and it was a lovely time. We really had a great time playing it. I was so happy. Um, and I had my food. He had his. We hung out for a bit. Eventually, what happened next? Oh yeah, we made some cookies. I don't remember what we did for dinner. I really don't. But you know, me and him had a usual good night of eating a bunch of sweets and chips and having a blast and hanging out, snuggling up in his bedroom. And oh yeah, we watched some old episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia because I totally forgot all that happened in the past seasons. And holy shit, that show's unhinged. And then we went to bed and woke up and yeah. Oh, and we also fucked yesterday. It's kind of sad that I can say that I don't usually remember the times we fuck, but that's because I don't know. I'll put it like this: Liam is someone I do have an attraction to. It's just not overwhelming, you know. Like or even when it is, there's still like a mental cap there. That's there for a lot of reasons. Like, it's always something with him. It's like I can recognize that this is a beautiful man who does fit like the type that I tend to go for most, I suppose. Extremely pale man, nice long legs. His thighs are pretty nice, his hips are nice, slim, sexy, very fuckable waist. Big beautiful eyes, nice long eyelashes, high cheekbones, cute rosy lips, and fluffy hair, you know, with nice highlights. You know, he's a pretty guy. Plus, he has a very goofy but innocent disposition to him. I don't know. He's a sweet, lovely little fella. It's hard to explain how I would describe him. I'd say he's a little airheaded, but when he's a very thoughtful man, and I guess that's something that he's been consistent about over the years. Even though I know you're like, but to me, didn't he abandon you around Christmas? Yeah. Didn't he fuck up your relationship when you dated? Yeah. Didn't he fuck up many times when you had your on and off moments? Yeah. Let's be positive tonight. Can we be positive tonight? He's been doing well these past 2 days. And then this morning, he actually put in an effort. He was like, hey, let's go out. Like, instead of just door dashing stuff to do in his house, he was like, let's actually go out and take a walk. And we went to get barbecue, and he got me some Mountain Dew in that really rare flavor. I like Mountain Dew Voodoo. I love that flavor. And also, he picked up a interesting citrus lime berry squirt flavor that's exclusive because he noticed I liked it. And we had a walk. We joked around. We danced around, told some jokes, smiled at each other, winked at each other. Lots of kisses shared. Um, and things were nice. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry right now. And if you're like, to me, why are you about to cry? You know who came to mind, despite all of this. You know the person who came to mind. And I hate that I can't even bring them up without crying, but it's okay. The reason I'm crying is because, I don't know, I actually felt like I had a consistent few days where I did not think about him. I didn't think about Mitchell for 2 days. And when I did, I don't know. I'm at the stage where I'm like, he was a coward, he was pathetic, he wasn't man enough for me. He didn't know how to deal with his own emotions, he didn't know how to handle mine, and even when he did, that was just pure luck. Or even then, even if that truly was him caring to his core, it's not something he could be consistent about because of his own fucking issues. He was not a smart man, he was not a healthy man, he was not a good man. And I deserve a good man, you know? The rose colored glasses are coming off and staying off, and it doesn't exactly hurt anymore to see what I see now because it's been there all along. But, and I'm trying to figure out what's the root point of me being sad right now. I guess it's ironic. When you're away from something, it's easy to think that you're over it. That's how it works. Hell, when me and Mitchell saw each other and met up, I was able to have almost a full week of not remembering how fucked up my life is. Instead of it being like, oh, look, I have a food scarcity in a messy bedroom and household tensions and loneliness and a high sex drive that is not being satiated by anybody or anything, and a confusing amount of fear of what happens next, and a lot of annoyance at the past, and not level ground. I couldn't be grounded. So that's why I was so happy to meet Mitchell. Was he amazing in a lot of ways? Yes, and I do genuinely mean that. I genuinely mean everything I said about Mitchell. That was good. He still was a great man in a lot of ways. I wish he saw that in himself, and I wish he could be consistent about it, but I guess that's a little too much to ask of him. So here I am. But, sorry, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. But I was just happy because it's like, oh, look at me. This is how I'm like when I'm able to consistently shower in a place that actually has like consistent running water, and like this is how I'm like when I'm able to like get fresh air consistently. This is how it's like when I am away from all my bullshit and in an entirely different world of my own. Think about it. A lot of you who have been here, if you're still here, because I've been blocking people recently, but it's their own goddamn fault if they've been blocked. I don't block people unnecessarily. I'm gonna tell you that. A lot of you have seen me cry a lot last year, and you know exactly why I've been crying. So you can imagine how much of a breath of fresh air it was, not only for me, but for you, and for other people on other social medias who know about how my life has been, to actually see me be consistently happy. I wasn't posting on my Instagram for a whole fucking week from how happy I was. People were reaching out like, hey, are you okay? Like, people were worried. But I would let them know. I was like, people who are on the close friends list, they like, even if I wasn't posting much there, they knew, like, oh, she's genuinely extremely happy right now. They saw videos of me and Mitchell kissing each other on top of, like, fucking balconies, and me and Mitchell, like, hanging out and about tipsy or not tipsy or whatever, just having a blast. And it was nice. I loved every moment of it. And I guess that's a factor too. I can't fully hate him, which has been the hardest part of moving on. I remember late last night I was kind of getting anxiety because I kind of thought to myself, oh, cool, look at me, I'm not thinking about Mitchell. And then my brain was like, look at me, I'm not thinking about Mitchell at all. Not at all. Not even about his, like, his beautiful eyes, Not even about his, like, very nice high rosy cheekbones, or his very nice facial hair and his chiseled jaw, and the way his lips were, like, so fucking deep magenta rosy, and the way his lips felt against your face. All over your face. You're not thinking about, like, how nice it felt to, like, just hold him. You're not thinking about the curves of his body, or how long his legs are, or the way he smiled at you as if he actually fucking meant something to you, and vice versa. Like, you're not thinking about the way he smiled at you and looked at you like you meant something to him. And then I started getting really, really anxious. But then, it subsided. I went back to normal. Any thoughts that came up about him, I said, fuck it. Like, if my brain tried to be like, hey, do you think Mitchell's just, like, on his 12th bitch by now? And I thought to myself, I pitied the girl. I no longer want to be the next girl he puts his body or mouth on. Because I feel bad for her. She has to deal with something like him. I'm just happy to be on the other side of the chaos that he brought into my life when he did. I thought to myself, oh, well, would you feel bad if he was like slurping and munching down another girl? I said no, because deep down it wouldn't cure his happiness, and he's gonna be some unhealed man child who doesn't know how to fix his issues. And why would I want that in my life? You know, I can do bad by myself. Why would I want someone who I know would hurt me if they were in my life again? That even if there was a chance to do everything over, he still would make the wrong decisions and fuck me over. Why would I want someone like that? That's like if I said, oh, you know what? I want to get a cut on my leg the second time. Just, like, why would I want to get hurt again? In fact, if he were in front of me right now, if he were truly in front of me and was like to me, I want to be your friend, I want to love you, I want you to be my wife, I would kind of just be like, no, you had me at my purest form, and you damaged me somehow worse than I was already doing before I met you. I don't fucking want you around. And I really, really liked him. Just, yeah, if Mitchell were standing in front of me right now, or if I saw him in public, like, let's say, if I were walking down the street and I saw Mitchell in public, I would probably just walk past him and pretend I never even fucking saw him. I would pretend we never had anything, because that's what he wants, right? And even if he did want to stop me in the street, even if he did want to talk to me, there would be nothing to say. He had a million times to talk to me and he refused to. That's his choice. I don't have to deal with that anymore. And it's a shame. Mitchell was the type of person where I thought to myself, like, it'd be nice if I could grow old with this person and have them around for a very long time.